Hey guys, SFP here, and welcome to another episode of my FIFA 15 DC United Career Mode, episode number 50. And I'm very excited about this, guys. I can't believe I actually reached the $50 mark. Excuse me, $50, a 50 episode mark. And the reason being is that I tend to not continue with things once I guess, lose a little bit of interest. And I gotta say, my interest for this career mode has waned a little. Not because obviously my loss of affection for the club. Obviously, DC United was probably the best option for me to do this career mode because since it is my home team, I'm more likely to stick with them because I'm very passionate about them. And I know this year, at least right now in the current slump, it hasn't been good for them. But like I said, they're my home team, and every time they play bad, or I remember even for those of you guys that watch MLS, I believe it was season in the 2013 season, DC United had one of the most horrible seasons, not only of their history but of MLS history as well. But every time I'd say, "Oh, this is the last game I'm watching. I'm not gonna watch anymore," and I never kept to that actually because I'm so in love with the team that even if they were in a bad rut of sorts, I still wanted to support them, and deep down I hoped that something would change that season. Unfortunately, for that season, it didn't happen, but I think the fans who stuck by them for the 2013 season had a great surprise come the next season for 2014. And before I continue here, I know I'm going to be a little sloppy here because I'm supposed to be commentating here, but this is episode number 50, and so while we see a shot by Longo be deflected there, I'm actually going to give a couple of shoutouts here, specifically to my subscribers. Now, at the moment, and this is probably a good way of keeping track of how many subscribers I have at the moment. I'd like to give a shout out here as we see Longo having a header at the goal here. And unfortunately, it's a little bit too wide, guys. Anyways, as we continue with this, I'd like to give a shout out to the 8 subscribers that I currently have at the moment. First of all, shout out to LOL Appalooza. Then there's Kev, FIFA Gaming Trading Tips, RTGS. And I guess I also want to kind of mix it up here and keep a watch of the video because I'm actually looking at the browser as well, so I'm not actually seeing what's happening at them, which is probably a bad idea. But anyways, those are 2 of the 8 so far. The next 2 would be La Vino Tinto Somos Todos, and thank you for that as well. And Francis M. I know Francis M. has been watching a couple of my episodes. I know that for a fact because you've actually commented and you've given me a pretty good advice. I'm trying to follow them as best I can. Unfortunately, it's a work in progress, but I'm hoping that as we go into this FIFA 16, that I will adhere to those advices very, very closely. And here we see that Arroyo, our new signing, has actually broken the deadlock here, and we get a 1-0 victory we have to hold on to, and hopefully that will be the victory that we need because we're trying to keep that momentum of getting wins here, guys. And so far, so good for the new signing. I'm very excited. I think so far he's been a great asset to us, but then again, this is his first game, so I shouldn't put too much into it, but so far it's a great start for the Peruvian striker. Anyways, guys, going back on the shoutouts, the next one, a big shout out to Ali FC. Ali FC has been very supportive of my channel, and I very appreciate it, bro. Thank you for watching and giving me comments here and there. And hopefully, when my channel grows, maybe we can do something together, some type of collaboration. That would be awesome. So if for some reason you get to this part of the video and you're listening to the shout out, thanks again, bro. And maybe in the future, like I said, maybe we can have some type of collaboration here. And we see that the Portland Timbers actually got very close to making the equalizer here, but nothing too surprising there. And luckily, it just goes up over the post here, guys. And for my last, or not last 2, I should say. Let me see here, actually. For my next 2, that would be Freddie O'Crock, and I know that Freddie O'Crock is one of the main reasons I'm assuming he subscribed to my channels because he's very excited for the Fulham career mode. And as we see here, actually, now that I just looked back at the recording, like I said, guys, I usually like to play from the back, and most of the time it's okay. I don't make these kind of mistakes, but every once in a while this happens, and to be honest, I did not see him at all. I was more worried about another positioned player from Portland there, but I did not see Rodney Wallace, and he takes advantage of it and gives Portland the equalizer. And anyways, going back on my shoutouts, I know Freddie O'Cock I'm assuming the reason he signed it is signed up or subscribed, as we see a close shot there from Araujo again, is because of the new Road to Glory career mode that I will be doing for FIFA 16. And so far, it's going to be Fulham, guys. I've gotten a few votes here, only about maybe a handful, but all of them seem to be for Fulham, and I'm assuming it's just because of the prestige that the championship has over the other second division leagues, and obviously the potential of being in the Premier League is very enticing for most people, and that's what they want to see because there's so much to do with the Premier League. There's a lot more money in there. They actually have their stadiums, so that would probably be, or is the reason probably why most people would go towards Fulham. To be honest, I was hoping you guys would be a little bit more open and maybe choose the Bundesliga one, which was 1860 Munich, but it doesn't really matter, guys. I'll probably save those teams, or I'll do a similar thing for the next FIFA that comes out. Anyways, as we see here, we're going to the next game with Sporting Kansas City, and as we go about that, I'm going to give another shout out here for Rickster. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Rickster FIFA. I know he just recently subscribed, so thanks again for the subscription, bro. And I hope you're enjoying these videos, and I hope to. I believe I subscribe to you as well, so I'm hoping to see what you have in store for the next FIFA 16 game that's coming out. And lastly, another subscriber that I know recently joined, but for some reason it's not popping up on my subscribers section here on YouTube. But let me quickly check because I know he just left a comment here. D-Man Gaming, thanks again, bro, for subscribing to my channel. I know it's very recent, and you guys, all you guys have been very supportive, and thank you for giving my views. I know, obviously, MLS is probably not the most eye candy or of a league, I should say, and that I'm not getting many views, but the fact that you guys feel the need to subscribe, I really do appreciate it. Again, I know I'm being repetitive, guys, but like I said, I'm very thankful for you guys. And as of now, I'm going to actually give you guys kind of like a group name here. And I don't know if you guys are, oh my god, what's the director's name who directed Django and Reservoir Dogs? For some reason, his name is escaping me right now, but he has a new movie coming out called The Hateful Eight, and I'd figure since I have 8 subscribers right now, it would be a perfect opportunity to use that, so you guys from now on will be designated as the Hateful Eight, and I hope you guys don't take it the wrong way. But anyways, I think that's a pretty badass name if I say so myself. And so, like I said, guys, you guys will be designated the Hateful Eight. And then maybe, just maybe, once I get 10 subscribers, maybe I'll change the nickname there. But from now on, you guys will be known as the Hateful Eight, and the 2 remaining guys will belong to the next, I guess, group name that I'll have, that you guys will be involved with. But you guys will always be known as the Hateful Eight. So thank you guys again. And enough about that shout out, guys. Let's focus back on the game that I know I've been doing a bad job with the first game. But as you can see, there wasn't really too much to focus on for this, for either of those 2 games. I got the goal in the first one, and they got the equalizer, which unfortunately was bad because I had the win. And maybe this will come to bite me in the ass in the long run, but what can you do? And here we see Espinoza with a nice shot, and that went over, I want to say Bill Hamid. I think it's Bill Hamid. Or is it Gallese? I think it's Gallese, actually. Never mind, guys. It's Gallese. But luckily, it just went over the bar there. And we see here that another dangerous opportunity, but nothing too much to worry about. And here we have Arieta. He's going to center the ball, and Luperto's going to have a great opportunity. But the Sporting Kansas City center back there, which I believe was Ellis, manages to put Luperto in an uncomfortable spot, and he was unable to get a good shot on goal. And here we're going to have the corner now with Michael Farfan, who's going to put the ball back in play. And it's going to be a header, and what a nice deflection there by the defender right near the post, and that saves it. And that could have been the 1-0 lead that we desperately need right now. And here we go with Atoche. The play's still continuing, guys. Luperto, who's probably going to go through. He actually does. He goes for the pass. That's the Lalum with an easy tap in there. That is 1-0, and so far, so good. We have a 1-0 lead so far against Sporting Kansas City, who right now this result is probably very beneficial for us because they're actually a few steps away from us. They're actually maybe like a point or 2 away from us. So the fact that we can get some breathing space, some breathing room, would be very ideal, guys. And Galles is very happy there, as we see. And I guess continuing, on the shoutouts, or not shoutouts, but continuing on the fact that I'm not focusing too much on this video. Like I said, guys, this series will end this coming Friday. So unfortunately, these are the last couple episodes that I will be doing for this. But the exciting thing is that as we see a nice shot there by Luperto, unfortunately the goalkeeper gets it. No sweat. One of the main, I guess, like I said, this is one of the last episodes that I will be doing for this series. However, I will be uploading the FIFA 16 demo videos that I have coming Friday. So I'll have one Friday. I have 3 in total. I'll upload one Friday. I'll upload one Saturday, and I'll upload one Sunday. And in between Sunday and the time FIFA 16 comes out, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, guys. I might, just for the sake of it, focus on my other channel called called Soccer Fan Perspective. It's a channel where basically I give you guys my 2 cents on what's happening in the soccer world. Now, mostly it's going to focus on MLS, and whoa, what a close opportunity there by Sporting Kansas City. It just goes way off the bar, and I believe that was Roger Espinoza again with a great header there. Great opportunity, but nothing to show for it. And anyways, guys, my other channel called Soccer Fan Perspective, with my 2 cents on what's happening in the soccer world right now. Mostly it's going to be MLS and U.S. men's national team related. I'm trying to get that channel back up and going. I had a good run for a while, especially with the World Cup, and that's when I started it. And we see here that Aguilar with a great shot, and I think that puts the game away, guys, with a 2-0 lead that we have, and I think that's going to be the end of it, guys. And we see there a pretty strong contingent of DC United supporters have come to Sporting Park. The Cauldron, I believe, is what they call it, or is that the area of the supporters? I forget, guys. I do apologize for any Sporting KC fans watching. I'm actually embarrassed because I should know this stuff. I pride myself in knowing a lot of MLS, not just my team in general, but I know a lot of, or I guess I should know enough of each little team to kind of give you guys who maybe don't watch MLS as much a little bit more perspective on the league. And I want to do that because I recently have been watching some MLS career modes apart from mine, because I'm pretty sure there aren't, I know for a fact there aren't many DC United career modes recently. I think I've stumbled upon maybe 1 or 2 other ones besides mine, which is why I made mine a DC United one, because it's my team and I'm very passionate, and I wanted to see someone do a DC United career mode well enough, and I was basically unsatisfied with the ones I saw. Now, in MLS in general, I've seen some pretty good ones. My only gripe, though, is the people that are doing, well, not everyone, but I know some of them are just doing it because it's a new league, and that's fine with me. They're not as knowledgeable. There may be like non-American, and by American I mean like North and you know, like Canada and the U.S. And that's fine, guys, but I just feel that when you're making a career mode, you kind of have to know a little bit about the team, or at least a little bit about the league. But I've seen some very good ones that are from home, basically from players who are playing with their home teams. Those are great. My only gripe with those is that they seem to lack a little bit more knowledge when it comes to MLS in general as a league. And I'm not meaning like the rules and stuff. They're fairly knowledgeable with the rules. I have no problem with that. My issue comes with, I guess, knowing the players in the other teams, where they come from, that kind of aspect, or like where they are in their current mode at the moment, which I guess is maybe a little bit too much to ask for me. But I know, like with a lot of EPL career modes, the players are not only knowledgeable with their team that they're doing, but also with the league in general. And that's how this game is going to end, guys. A 2-0 victory for us. Like I said, we're so close to getting 2 victories in this game, and so far, actually, now that looking back at it, we're actually doing pretty well. We've picked up momentum. We're peaking at the right time, which is what most MLS coaches will tell you is important. We want to peak at the right time. So the fact that we're doing it is pretty great for us. And we see here that the Peruvian national team is having the call up here, so we have to make our decisions on who we're going to call up. And obviously, I'm going to keep the same people. I'm going to make a couple changes, though, possibly. I'm going to see if I have another goalkeeper here. And had I actually continued with this career mode, I probably would have sent a scout to Peru to get a stronger playing pool for Peru. But anyways, guys, that's it. That's going to be it for this video. So while we do hear a couple changes, I'm just going to plug in my other show again called Soccer Fan Perspective. Find that on YouTube. I'll have a link in the description down below, most likely. Also, follow me on Twitter at SFP Soccer Show, guys. And as I said, soon for the second upload of today.